I'm having a little blue moon. It's very delish. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, give you all the goods on these slides here. And we're going to dive right into some recognition. So whoever, Danielle, can you make me the host whenever you can so I can share my screensies? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect.
Have it.
Awesome. There we go. Can you guys see this? Everything good? All right, let's start with some recognitions. Shout some people out. Show some people some love. Let's kick things off.
I will go.
Well, hi, sweet girl.
I will go ahead if that's okay.
Yeah, go Mag.
Okay, so I have two new coaches on the call tonight, Caitlin and Heather. So I'm so excited you guys are here. And this is going to be a great call to get started. So welcome, you guys. And then I want to shout out Caroline, who locked in Emerald last Thursday, like during the day. So she didn't get to see it in her coach office last Thursday, but she'll see it officially tomorrow. So congrats, Caroline, on that, your first rank advancement. And then I also want to shout out Amanda, who stepped up. Mackenzie and I are both on vacation, and we have a call on Wednesday nights before this for some of our coaches. And we both were just kind of worried that vacation was going to get in the way of us getting on and like really leading that call. And so Amanda stepped up. She's only been in the business for like 4 months, and she was like, it's cool, I'll lead it. And I actually didn't even know until after, but her husband was out of town. So she was like simultaneously entertaining a toddler while leading a call for the first time, and she killed it. So Amanda, thank you very much. And you know, when people step up like that, I really see true leadership. So I appreciate you and thank you.
She rocked it.
I'll go ahead and give a shout out real quick. I have a new coach who is on the call tonight, Megan. It's her first time on a call, so we want to welcome her.
Welcome, Megan.
Just getting over being under the weather, so she's had a rough couple weeks. Tested for COVID, but it was negative, so yay for that. So we're really happy to have her. And then also I want to shout out another new coach, Lacey. I don't think she's on this call right now, but she'll watch the recording. Lacey should hit Emerald tomorrow. She's only been a coach with me for about a week, so yay for that. And she will actually be my first Emerald coach. So I'm super excited for what's to come, and both of these girls are killing it. They have so much passion, and I'm just really excited to have them along with me. So that's it.
Okay, I'm shouting you out, guys. Kristen, if you guys don't know Kristen, she brought this. We call her the spice tea. Okay, she has just brought a spice to our team ever since I welcomed her, and now to see her really stepping into this role and pouring that into her coaches and seeing them advance. And you know what, like, here's what I love. I love, as you guys as coaches, we want you to message us. We want you to be asking us questions, but Kristen has been behind the scenes doing the dang thing, you guys. Like, her coaches are coming in, they're advancing. You know, there hasn't been all this, how do I do this? What do I do? She's just doing it because this business is not hard, and there's no reason to overcomplicate it. You teach people how to do what you do. That's it. And it's all you have to do is believe in yourself. So Kristen, I'm just so proud of you, because I really believe that's what's changed, is you just believe now. And I can't wait to see where you take your team. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you, Mac. I appreciate it.
I love you. Anybody else?
I'll go real quick. I've got a few. So
Okay.
I want to shout out Violetta, who signed up her first customers halfway to Emerald. Danica, who is looking to be on the call, she is officially locked in as Success Starter. So hello, test group member and free summit ticket.
Amazing.
And on her behalf, her coach, Kristen, just locked in Emerald as well. So lots of exciting things to celebrate.
That's awesome. Does anybody else have anybody they want to shout out?
Yes. I want to shout out my new coach, Maddie, who will also go Emerald next week. She locked it in during the day last Thursday as well. So tomorrow, officially locked it in. Super proud of you. And to my Team Cup team, who I think every single one of you is on here, I'm so proud of y'all for plugging in, learning, growing, taking massive action, and everybody in Cup just showing up, y'all. So excited to kick off the first team call of the month.
I know. Okay, I want to shout out Meredith. She is in the service industry. She's not able to get on this call right now. She's going to watch the recording. But she put up her first post, like I think last night or 2 nights ago, and she just was overwhelmed with the love. But more than that, her and I had kind of this, she had a really hard time leaving her family. And, you know, I said, Meredith, like, let's get this business going. This is that vehicle. And guys, in those moments when life feels really hard, remember the vehicle that you're sitting on, aka this business. And she took that step. She's about to have her first couple signups. So I'm just really proud of her for leaning into that hard moment and leaning into this business, which can make life a lot less hard in a lot of different ways. Anybody else want to go?
Really quick, I just want to welcome my new coach, Amanda, on her first team call.
Hello, Amanda. Awesome. Guys, I'm stoked. Let's get started. All right. So that was awesome. That was like 10 minutes of recognition. Let's dive in because we are just going to do a quick kind of overview of what's going on this month. But I wanted to take the rest of the call and bring you guys some pedal to the metal action. And I'm excited to see what happens in Transformation Nation when we get off this call tonight. Because we're definitely going to be going pedal to the metal together. And that's what I think is going to make it so special. So a couple of different things to look at here on this team calendar. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. And here's why. This is in our team page. We now have an announcement graphic at the top of the team page. So when you go in there, it's going to probably be the first thing that you see. These are in your coach office. All of these announcements are in your coach office, guys. So one thing you want to get used to checking is the coach breaking news tab on your coach dashboard in your coach office, because all of this is going to be there for you. And you want to get in the habit as a business owner of knowing these things without your coaches telling you these things on team calls. We love doing these on team calls because it's a great way for all of us to see it. But I just want to remind everyone to always be resourceful in knowing those things are there, and this is going to be in the team page. So for anybody who doesn't know, because we have a lot of new coaches on here, we have these team calls every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So just note that. And I'm going to tell you that I've been a coach now for over 5 years, and I never miss these calls. It's literally maybe I've missed 5, right? So just do everything that you can to schedule these in. Even if you're sitting at dinner and you got to plug in and just even recognize your coaches and then pop right back out, just make it a priority because it's going to make a difference in your business. As we all know, we've all been separated a lot more in life lately than normal. So especially on these calls, this is how you stay plugged into your community. Yes, you learn great things, you get great trainings, but I feel like the main thing that I've always taken from team calls is I see the people's faces every week that are holding me accountable to building a badass business that I really want and holding me accountable to being the person that they know I can be. So be on these calls. Thursdays are always rank advancement days and pay days. So just keep in mind, guys, that you know, we work from like a Thursday to Thursday status. And I'm just saying this for anyone who doesn't know that. You're going to get paid every Thursday, and Thursdays are when, you know, say you hit Emerald on a Monday, it's going to show up in your coach office that Thursday. A couple of other things. The pre and postnatal bar is now on BOD. And this is one of the most incredible things I feel like we've put out because we've never really had something specific for pre and postnatal that's an actual program. So definitely start telling people about this, get this out to friends, and never, like, always remember to ask a friend if they know a friend. I think sometimes we're like, well, I don't have any pregnant friends. Well, does your friend have a pregnant friend? Right? Like, think about that. You know, always say, hey, let these people know that I now have this to offer to them, because especially if I'm pregnant right now, I'm not going to go in a gym. Right? Especially if I just had a baby, I'm not going in a gym. So it's a really, really good option for people overall, but especially right now. 10% off the 3-day refresh. Collagen is now available in the UK and in France. Another thing to note, MBFA is going to be on BOD for anyone that's gotten the MBF challenge packs or completion packs. So that doesn't mean it's like launching to BOD to all BOD members. If anyone who got the MBF challenge pack, it's now going to be available to them on the 17th. So just note, like, let people know that. I know I'm not going to start my group until probably like my next round until probably the week after, but just keep that in mind so that you can start to think about when you want your challenge groups to start this month, when you want to start planning things, when you want to plan your own workouts and different things like that. So MBFA is going to become available the 17th for anyone that has purchased an MBF challenge pack, completion pack, or the digital streaming, because it's all going to come together. Meditation and relaxation part of BOD is also coming soon. I'm very excited for that, and I cannot wait to test that out. Also note your national wake-up calls. They're like these team calls. They never change. Every single Monday, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, and they're live on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page. If you're someone who cannot make those and you're like, I work, it's just not going to happen. Totally okay. Beachbody has a podcast. I definitely recommend using the Team Beachbody podcast and going back and re-listening, because it's just easier, I feel like, than holding your phone or plugging your phone in the car. And if you're looking for personal development, I recommend going to that podcast and using all of those teachings on there, because they're coming from the best of the best coaches. And there's also a lot now of new coaches. So if you're a brand new coach, you can go on this podcast and find new coaches who have led national wake-up calls and hear exactly what they're doing to build their businesses as brand new coaches and see success. Am I missing anything? Anybody? Does anyone want to plug in and mention any other announcements? Good. All right. So now, you guys, we are rolling into a little Push to Success Club that we are going to do this next week. So if you guys are in this Diamond Dash, you might have heard Keith say, you might have heard all of us say a couple different times, fast is fun and slow really sucks. I feel like it's super not fun to run this business, constantly feeling like you're trying to get into Success Club at the last day of the month or the last couple of days of the month. How many of you guys feel like that? You're pulling your hair out. You feel like you're selling. You feel like you're convincing, because all you're trying to do is hit this goal, and it just doesn't feel fun. And it doesn't feel like you can actually get excited about your challengers or get excited. I'm going to take my hoops out because I keep hitting my headphones. Or get excited about the people that you've helped, because you're constantly scrambling to help more people. So what we're going to do, you guys, and I feel like you have to kind of accept a little bit that in a business like this, there are going to be seasons like a team cup month or a month like this where we're starting to go into the last couple quarters of the year, where you can take this momentum and run with it literally through December. I personally would rather crush myself in a week than be stressed out for 30 days. Do you guys get what I'm saying with that? So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to, as a team, we are going to push the Success Club in the next 7 days. And I'm going to give you guys a roadmap, a breakdown, and exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to be accountable, and stay to the end because there's going to be prizes. Okay. So the first thing that you guys are going to do, we have tomorrow, this push starts until the next team call. All right. So next week, next Wednesday, we are going to be announcing who is in Success Club, from doing these things, from busting their butt, from doing whatever it takes. I can't see you guys right now because I'm sharing my screen, but can I see a raise of hands of who's in? Anybody? Let's do this, right? Let's freaking do this. I want to see all of us in Success Club next Wednesday, and then completely doubling our numbers by the end of the month, probably tripling our numbers by the end of the month, because you're going to have so much momentum. You're going to feel so freaking excited because you just hit a goal that you've been stressed out about hitting, and you're going to have so much more fun with your business and the people that you start to enroll. And you're going to start to realize Success Club is not hard. And that's the number one thing that you have to understand before we go any further. I never walk into the first day of the month and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to hit Success Club? I never walk into a new month and think, oh my gosh, I hope I don't miss Success Club. How many of you have had those thoughts already this month? Raise your hand. Anybody? Yeah. You're already like, oh God, I hope I don't miss this goal. That would really, oh my gosh, it's so important. Like, I can't miss this goal. And then what do? You focus on missing the goal. You take all the joy out of it. You take all the purpose out of it. You take all the fulfillment out of what Success Club actually is. And you wind up the 30th day of the month freaking out, trying to scrape by. And that's not fun. And that's not how this business is meant to be built. So the first thing that we're going to do, you guys have tomorrow till next Wednesday. You can take these things that I'm giving you and do them on the days that you feel is going to work best for your schedule, but there will be an accountability factor to this in the team page. So to qualify for the prizes and all the things and to really make this goal happen, you will be held accountable in the team page. The first thing that you guys want to do is a transformation post, okay? You need to have a transformation post in the first 9 posts of your Instagram. And if you don't, you got to start getting in the habit of doing that. Because anytime a new eye comes to your page, it's about the first thing, the first 9 is the first few posts that they see. They have to see that you've transformed. This does not always have to be physical. You could literally put a picture side by side of you where you look exactly the same and have a story with it that is mind-blowing, right? Like you could still do that. It would still make them go, wonder what this is about. And they would probably still click it. Even if you took a picture where you physically look totally different, but mentally or emotionally you feel completely different, that still counts. So the first kind of transformation you could do is under construction. If you're a brand new coach and you're like, I don't really feel like I have, much of a transformation yet, that's actually better. I don't know if you guys know who Emily Favre is, but she built her entire business by sharing her 80-day obsession journey every single week. Her first post was like an under construction. She shared her transformation a week later, every single week she shared. And no, it is not crazy. No, it is not, a lot, because do you know how much is out there right now? Do you know how many posts are flying up and how many people are actually not even seeing what you're saying? That's why you have to do it consistently. So under construction is great. Like if you're about to start a new program or if you're a brand new coach, before Beachbody to now. So I just grabbed my new coach, Meredith. I just used her as an example, you guys, because you can read here. The other night, I was like, do you have any pictures? She's like, I don't think I do. But then she found this really old one. And then she was shocked because she hasn't done any before and afters yet in her journey. She was absolutely shocked. So you need to just take that step and see what you got, take the picture, put it out there. I'm telling you, you will be shocked by the love that you get. And it's something that you should absolutely be proud of. Okay. So under construction, before Beachbody to now, MBF results, or use results and testimonies from these team page. We have an entire album of results and transformations. So you are not going without stories. You could even ask somebody who, is in this team page that you relate to. Say you're a mom and there's another mom in the team that has really transformed. And you could just say, do you mind if I share your story? You could even go ask them, do you care if I just, quote you on this one post that you put up this one time? I just really feel like it would speak to my market. Obviously use quotes, tag them, make sure you are not plagiarizing and you're taking their words, but that's still something so valuable. Those are people who are part of your team. So just to give you a little bit of an idea, you got to get a transformation post out there. So the first thing is you're going to follow up. So the new coach call last week was so good because almost, I think every single coach on there said, when I need to get in Success Club, I follow up with people. So we're going to start with follow-ups. You're going to start the month following up and talking to every single person that you've ever invited, or every single person that you've ever even mentioned Beachbody to, or that you've even talked to. You're going to follow up with those people. Okay? Are you guys following me? I don't want to get too distracted. Yes. Exactly. That's how I start the month. I always start the month following up first, because those are the people that you've already built a relationship with, that you've already talked to about all of this. And there is nothing wrong with sending them that follow-up. You can incentivize with different things if you want. This is your business. So get those follow-ups first. And when they see that transformation post, it's going to ring in their mind, I do need to do this, and if they gave you an objection, call their objection out in your transformation post. If somebody said, I don't have time, or I didn't have the money, Say in your transformation post, I cannot imagine if I hadn't spent the money on this. I can't imagine, maybe you struggled to purchase this. Say that. Maybe you struggled with belief in yourself before you clicked submit and purchase. Talk about that. You don't have to say, well, Sarah told me that she didn't have enough money to join me. Obviously do not say that, but use people's objections and pull your story out of it so that they can see themselves in your story. All right, we're scrolling down. And I think my canvas a little froze right now. Oh gosh, there we go. All right, the next thing you're gonna do is 100 invites. We are going to send 100 invites in the next week, you guys. Not in the next month, in the next week. Because you are going to have your goals crushed in the next week. And that is going to feel so freaking good. So I want you to remember that. That's the whole point. Do not take 30 days to do what you can do in 7. All right. So a good thing that you can do with this is categorize who you're going to be talking to and create a few different invites for that group, for each group. So maybe it's like someone who's really busy and hasn't been able to go to the gym or is getting killed at work. Or maybe it's somebody that really needs community and really needs something like this in their life. Maybe it's moms who are struggling at home and are maybe postpartum and just need the community, the fitness, the nutrition, all the different things. And then here are a couple of things that you can ask yourself before you, create that invite that you're going to send out. What are you inviting these people to? So how can you make this invite set apart from maybe the ones that you've sent in the past? Is this group going to be focused on something different? Is it MBF, right? Every single time we have a new program, there's something new to invite to. So you can invite them utilizing the excitement of this new program. You can invite them utilizing the excitement of the nutrition programs. What are you inviting them to? What are you currently excited about? Your excitement literally just bleeds through the screen. So whatever you're excited about right now, that's what you need to be talking to them about. Why will this serve them specifically? So when I'm about to go invite someone who I know, like I said, is really busy or is a mom at home, or, I've talked to and has struggled with certain things in the past, I'm going to put in there, I think this would rock for you because of XYZ. I think you would love this because of XYZ. Okay. So then it feels a lot more personalized to them and they can actually see themselves in it. But keep it short, sweet, and fun. You don't need to send a 10-paragraph invitation to people. Okay, I even think voice memos are great. I think even a video memo is great. Don't overthink the invite. All you're doing is asking them if they want to learn more. You're not asking them if they want to sign up. You're not asking them if they even want to join you. You're just saying, would you like to learn more? Is this something that would interest you? Would you benefit from this? Would you like me to share more? Are you interested in more info? Okay, so when you do these invites, at the end, I'll show you guys, there's going to be something up in the team page. Create a list, have something where you can screenshot and share the work that you have done. If you're wondering, where am I going to find 100 people to invite? I don't know if you guys know this, but I think we know like thousands of people in our lives. You have plenty of people to talk to. Every single one of you has, I know, over 100 followers or 100 friends on Facebook or 100 people in your contact list or 100 people that you work with or your mom works with or your husband works with. Here's the thing about inviting. It is not your business whether or not they say yes. It is your business sending the message. I sent 50 invites last summer, inviting people to join me for Morning Meltdown 100. One person responded. That person's Taylor Myers. Okay, that was in one day. One person responded. But that person is Taylor Myers, who is completely transformed from this business, who is now one of the top coaches on my team. You don't know, and it's not your choice. It is not your business whether or not they say yes. You have the opportunity, however, to be the person that messages them and changes their freaking life. That is what Success Club is about. That is what sending 100 invites is about. That is what we do as coaches is about. Because a lot of times, guys, 900 99.9% of the time, someone who is struggling and who needs to change their life needs someone to invite them. It is very hard to take that step. I know I would have never taken it if Natalie hadn't been beating down my door every day that we talked. And I know every single coach on here, because I know you guys said this last week in the new coach panel, you all had to be followed up with. You all had to be invited. It is very rare that someone just jumps up, says, I'm ready. They do sometimes when you're consistent, but it's up to you to be that person that opens the door for them. But they will decide if they want to walk through. All right. Are you guys ready for the next part? Are we loving this? I'm so excited. This team's going to blow up in the next week. Okay. The next post that you're going to make is tell a story. I picked this post from Maggie's page, and you guys can read it really quickly here if you want. But you can already just tell by the way she started this that she's telling a story. And it draws you in. She's in the passenger seat. What the heck was she in the passenger seat? Where was she going? You know, she felt isolated and lonely. Why did she feel isolated and lonely? Like, what happens next? And if you guys don't know who Kendra Hall is, if you did not listen to the Kendra Hall presentation from Summit, it's in the Beachbody Champions page, that's what you have to do immediately to understand the power of telling a story. Maggie did it so well here. And here's the powerful thing about telling a story. People are going to be so much more emotionally attached to you through a story. But this story needs to be about your community. It needs to be about this journey. It needs to be about how even Shakeology has changed your life. You can tell a story about maybe you used to literally have no energy. And it's just those one little, like, this is a very small moment that she pulls from here in this post that turns into such a big, powerful story. So the next post that you're gonna talk about, or that you're gonna put out, is gonna be a story. But here's the thing, guys, like, if you're gonna notice, you're gonna have that transformation post up. You're gonna invite from that transformation post. Then you're gonna have this story post up, this post where you're telling a story about this journey. Then you're gonna be able to invite from that. Right? So you're putting these things out there that are going to create more opportunity and more people to invite, because then you're going to send 50 more invites. Okay? You're going to screenshot it, you're going to share it in the page, and you're going to be locked into your goals in the next week. And you're going to probably double your income this month. You're going to double the size of your challenge group. You're going to rank advance. You're going to change lives. You're going to bring in new coaches out of this, because they're going to change their lives from your challenge group. And they're going to love their coach because their coach is excited about what their coach is doing, and their coach isn't stressed out about hitting Success Club. You guys see the difference? Can I get an amen? Okay. All right. Let me scroll down. All right. The final thing that you're going to want to do. So if you guys are thinking about how is this going to work over the next couple days, right? So tomorrow, I would get that transformation post out ASAP. I would get that transformation post out tomorrow, and I would have that to work with going into the weekend. Okay. I would get the story post out Friday or Saturday. I would use that to get my invites sent out over the weekend. And then what you can do on Sunday is wrap it up. Now, you will also have, I'm kind of really putting this in a small thing. If you still want to use Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you can do that too. Think about when your challenge group's starting, and when people are going to want to enroll with you. So like, if you're somebody that loves to get people started on every single Monday, then use that Sunday night as that urgency moment. If your challenge group's starting in 2 weeks, maybe use next Wednesday night or next Tuesday night as that major urgency moment, because then it gives them like 10 days or something to get their stuff in. Think about the reason that you're going to have urgency. It could be get your stuff in. It could be you're running out of spots. It could be that you're giving out 3 gift cards, and the first 3 people that enroll with you this month are getting $10 Amazon gift cards. It's your business, and you can decide that, right? So next thing you want to do is wrap it up. When they get excited, here's what we're going to challenge you guys to do. Get them off Instagram, get them on the phone. Ilika, I know, does this. I know Maddie does this, and they hit incredibly high Success Club numbers because they get personal. I do this sometimes, and it absolutely makes a difference. If you have coaches on this team that you work with a lot, say you have a couple Success Club partners, or, you know, you just work really closely with a couple of girls, say, guys, let's host like 2 or 3 Zooms for all these prospects, get them on there, tell them exactly what they get, exactly why they should join us, and get them signed up right there. If they can't get on the phone with you, and here's how I would transition that. I'm so excited that you're interested. I feel like the easiest thing for us to do would just be jump on the phone for like 5 minutes. If you have 5 minutes, like I can just shoot you the details. That way, all you have to do is ask me questions right there. And then I'm not wasting all of your time in the Instagram Messenger. Right. So just like let them know, like, I'm doing this to make it easier for you. So you could do it that way, where it's just a quick phone call, or you could even just set up like Zoom and have a couple different people who are interested come on, tell them exactly what they get, break down the challenge pack, and show them why this is incredible for them. If you absolutely cannot get them on the phone, or you can't get on the phone, then you guys know how to break this stuff down. You don't throw the price at them immediately. You break down this incredible value. You share with them why this is going to be awesome with them, and then you see where they're at. Okay? You guys like this? Let's keep moving, because you will hit some objections. And when you do, you cannot be scared of them. If you are scared right now, if I've been telling you guys all this, I'm like 100 invites, 50 invites, follow-ups, and you're like, oh my God, what if somebody tells me now? What if people don't respond? I'm going to let you know that that's going to happen. So if you're scared of that, you need to leave that with you. You need to leave that behind you right now on this call. You are in a business. You have to let go of your emotion, of the feelings. Like whatever you have to do to like not be a sad, soapy girl in that moment, you got to do it. Like I'm a type 2. I want to help everyone. So really when someone says no to me, I'm just sad that I couldn't. I'm like, but no, like you need this. And I like take it personally, and it like hurts me to my core. So you got to figure out whatever it is for you, that if you are afraid of being told no, if you're afraid of being rejected, you got to put on like your Beyonce pants and just be like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all. I'm going to build my business in the next 2 hours, in the next hour, and whatever happens, I could care less. But I'm going to show up for it, and I'm going to do the work, because there are people out there that want this, and I'm going to change their life. So whatever speech you got to do, whatever, outfit you got to put on, whatever music needs to be playing, whatever personal development you got to listen to, you got to take ownership of that. Because if you guys are afraid going in, they will sense that. They will feel that. You cannot be afraid of them telling you no. So one thing though that you can do is beat them to the objection. So this is something that I do all the time, and I think it makes a massive difference. Say they're like, or these are 3 very, very popular objections. So before they even have time to say, I don't have money, or I don't have time, or I can't do it right now, you tell them how insane this value is. Like I'll say all the time, like, I can't believe my friend told me the other day that she spends $200 on a personal training session, for one personal training session. I'm like, I don't even spend that for my nutrition products, for my entire year of my fitness, with fitness trainers, with a coach, with nutrition programs. I don't even spend that, and I get that stuff for like a year. And I say things like that because before I even tell them that the challenge pack is $160, they're like, what? Do you see the difference? I beat them to it before they could ever decide in their mind that's going to be too much money. Why this is needed in this time. Talk about that, especially if you relate to that. If you would be literally freaking the freak out right now if you didn't have this community, these workouts, this nutrition, you need to talk about why, this is the best time to have this. This is the most important time. And these are things that you guys can make posts about. These are the things that you talk about in posts, because as people are scrolling and reading and they're thinking those things to themselves, and then they read your post, you debunk that. And if not now, when? Why did this work for you when you started? Like, why can you not imagine any more time passing and you living without what you have? And then finally, don't spend too much time trying to convince them, because they will come back and you will go follow up, and there is someone else out there waiting for you. I think what happens too often, and please in the chat, let me know if this is you, when you talk to 10 people a month, you spend 10 hours a day trying to convince those 10 people. And you think those are the only people that you're going to get to sign up. And then they tell you no on the 29th. And you're like, there goes my goal. There goes my business. How many of you guys have like felt that? Like you only talk to, 20 to 30 to 50 people a month. And then you're like, well, the 5 that told me they were interested, I feel like I had to basically convince them the entire month. And I didn't really get to talk to anybody else, and they didn't sign up, and I didn't hit my goal. This is the reality of this business. And it doesn't necessarily always mean that this is something that you got to do in a week's time. But the point of this challenge, you guys, is to show you that you can do it in a week's time, that you can hit Success Club by the middle of the month, that you can double your numbers this month, that you can double your income this month. And I don't know about you, but that sounds freaking awesome. I want to double the amount of people in my challenge group right now. I want to double the amount of people in my coaches challenge groups right now, because we have something really awesome to offer. And those challengers, if you're sitting here like, I need to build a team, I need to get to diamond, I need to get to emerald, I need to help people build emeralds. This kind of work and this kind of belief and this kind of self-leadership is what gets you to diamond and star diamonds and premier and gets you way beyond where all of us are right now. This kind of self-discipline, self-commitment, and self-leadership is what is going to take you guys to the next level. All right. So remember, you don't need them, they need you. Well, you might be like, but I'm trying to hit a goal. You're going to hit your goal when you just go out and you try to help as many people as you possibly can with what we have to offer. And when you stop thinking that you need them or that you need Success Club, it's going to happen as a byproduct. When you stop thinking, I'm scared I'm not going to hit this, or I'm scared it's not going to happen, and you just go out and you do your thing, you invite like a mad woman, like we're going to, you will far exceed what you feel like, you will far exceed any goals you set when you believe that to be true. All right. Any questions really quick before I get to the last little piece? Anybody want to ask any questions about anything? Anybody? I'm scrolling down through your videos. Okay. Finally, I was telling you guys, we're going to have one graphic in the team page where you guys are going to be screenshotting your invites or your invite list, screenshot that transformation post, screenshot your story post, and screenshot the 50 more invites and your follow-ups. Okay. 100 invites, transformation post. It'll tell you exactly what needs to go in there. When you guys do that, and when you guys bust your butts and hit Success Club by next Wednesday, we are going to put you in a raffle for a $100 Amazon card. You got to hit Success Club this month. You got to show up and do those things and hold yourself accountable to the action. Because here's the thing. The action sometimes, sometimes we can't control the result. We can show up though. We can take the action. And you guys are going to see by doing this what you're capable of. And you're going to see how much more fun this business gets. Okay? I'm excited. All right. Any questions? I'm going to stop my share. Anybody want to ask anything or just share that they're freaking making this happen?
I have a question. So you mentioned the transformation post needs to go up ASAP. What if you I have a transformation post, I'm looking now, like 4 posts ago. Should I do another one or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Tell that story, sister. If you want to do the story post before the transformation post, that's fine. But since you do have such a recent transformation post, but here's what I challenge you to do. Think about a different way to tell your transformation story. With maybe get creative in that and branch out. Maybe think of a different type of transformation that you've experienced and tell that story, because there are so many different transformations within our transformations, and that's important. And that's why there's always going to be a transformation story to tell every 9 frames. So yeah, Kristen, I say still put that post up there and put it out there, because whatever story you tell next could be the story that somebody needs to hear. Anybody?
I want to share something.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to really pinpoint for you guys something that Mackenzie said is like inviting to something. That has been such a big game changer for my team. Like when we do these test group styles of, it happened for our team with Momentum for 10 rounds when we had a start date, like deadline. Same thing's happening right now for MBF. Having a date for something and all doing it together, that has been really huge. So not just like a challenge group, and of course, and letting people come in anytime to our regular challenge group, but for our test group style, it is cut off and it's cut off. Like there is no negotiations on that. So one thing that I'm adding for my team this month, because a lot of you who are in Team Cup also have 3 $20 off codes that are not applicable to MBF, we're doing a 3-day refresh test group next month. And so I'm doing the 14th through the 21st. I picked that week because I know I'm going to be done with MBFA, like did my whole calendar. But when you do a test group like that, it's a physical product. They have to get that in time. So the deadline is the 15th this month to order. And that is a challenge group or challenge pack that you can use your $20 off on as well. So you can be having your MBF conversations and challenge group, like challenge pack conversations there too, but then you can also do 3-day refresh. So I just want to share that as an idea.
Genius. Jess, that is genius. I feel like the months that I invite to multiple things like that, Jess, is when you have, because you can also go follow up, guys, to people and offer something new too. Like she just said, like people that were like, I don't really want to do the boot camp and I don't really want to do this. Okay, well, what about this? Or people that you've talked to last month, that's a great thing to go follow up with them and do. I could actually use a 3-day refresh myself, so I might do it. Thank you for that, Jess. That was really a really good tip. Anybody else have any questions or want to add anything, or just need to say and declare that they are ready to kick butt? We are going to recognize the absolute crap out of you on next Wednesday's call when you make this happen. And it is not going to be hard. It is not going to be hard. It is going to be so fun to work hard with you guys over the next 7 days and be where we all want to be. All right. Anything else anyone wants to add? Yeah. I want that $100. Can I win it? I'm just kidding. I need a new rug. Anybody else? All right, guys. Well, I will get this post up in the page right Meowski for anybody that wants to go ahead and roll out and start rocking this. Like I said, screenshots of the invite lists, screenshots of your posts, and also screenshot your posts so we can go love on your posts and support you and, just cheer you on. And if you have any other questions like outside of this, how do I invite? How do I put up a social media post? How do I crop this? Reach out to your coach, but I really recommend going to YouTube, typing in the question that you have with like Beachbody after it, and just see what you find. Because I guarantee you will learn way more from the YouTube training or whatever you find in your back office or the bajillion tabs and units in the team page than you will by just messaging your coach. You will learn 10 more things that are going to help you in the next 7 days and in the next years to come. I love you guys. I'm so excited for this. I just want you all to know, as I look at all of your faces, that I believe in you, because you are no different than me. You are no different than the top coach, Ashley Molstad. You're no different than the coaches that you see making these kinds of things happen every single day. You just have to believe it. And then you have to back it up with this work, because this is what this business really takes. And that's the whole point of this. We're not shying away from telling you what this business actually requires. This is the kind of work that it requires. And we're going to separate the boys from the men. Yes, or the men from the boys. All right, I freaking love you guys. I'll see you in the team page.